What happens on a first-time DUI here in San Diego? If you're watching this video, chances are you've recently been arrested for a DUI, or you have a loved one going through the process, or if you're just interested in the topic, stick around. I think you're gonna like this video. Hi, my name is Dod. I've been a criminal defense attorney here in San Diego County since 2004. My firm is Dod Law. Today we're going to talk about what happens on a first-time DUI here in San Diego. Now, this is not legal advice. Always consult with your attorney before making any decision on what you're going to do on your first-time San Diego DUI. But today I'm going to talk to you about what are all the consequences of a DUI here in San Diego. Now, on a DUI case, you can be facing anywhere from 3 to 5 years of probation. And everyone always asks me, Dod, will I do jail time on a first-time DUI? There's a very high probability that you are not going to do jail time on a first-time DUI. There are circumstances here in San Diego where you can do jail time. For example, if you got in an accident, if you got hit with a reckless enhancement means you were driving 30 miles per hour or more on the freeway, or you were going 25 miles per hour or more on a residential. That is a reckless enhancement. You are facing up to 60 days of jail if hit with a reckless enhancement. You can also be facing jail time if you had a child in your car. You can get hit with a child endangerment enhancement, or if you refuse to take a chemical test. So those are some ways that you can potentially do jail on a first-time DUI. Reckless enhancement, a refusal, you had children in the car, or there was an accident. We're going to talk about if this is just a standard DUI with no accident, no children in the car, you did not refuse, and there is no reckless enhancement. So you are facing anywhere from 3 years to 5 years of informal probation. Now the question is, well, Dod, will I have a probation officer? Will I have to report to somebody? And the answer is no. In San Diego, informal probation basically means do not violate the law with the exception of minor traffic infractions. You do not have a probation officer. You have nobody to report to. And depending on the facts of your case and depending on your blood alcohol level, you're either going to be facing 3 years of informal probation or 5 years of informal probation. You're also going to have to do something called a first conviction program. If your blood alcohol level is over a 0.20, you'll be facing a 9-month first conviction program. If it's under a 0.20, you'll be facing a 3-month first conviction program. You will have to do those programs anyway for the DMV in order to get your restricted license. You will also have to do a MAD class, Mothers Against Drunk Driving. It's a one-time presentation. You will also have to do the MAD class. There are also other possible punishments on a first-time DUI. You could be facing community service. You could be facing public works service. You could also face an ignition interlock device on your car. Now, an ignition interlock device is a little machine that you have to put on your car, and prior to turning it on, you're gonna have to blow into it just to make sure you don't have any measurable amount of alcohol in your system. So you're facing the interlock device, and also depending on the facts of your case, there's also a possibility that you are facing something called a SCRAM ankle bracelet. It's a little bracelet that they put around your ankle, and that's basically gonna monitor you so you do not drink and drive. Now, not just do not drink and drive, so you do not drink. And the ankle bracelet is going to monitor you, and it's going to detect the alcohol in your sweat. And if you have alcohol in your system, the court will be notified, SCRAM will be notified, you're going to be put back on the calendar, and you could be taken into custody. So on a first-time DUI, very unlikely you're going to go to jail. You could go to jail if you were driving recklessly, reckless enhancement, you refused, you had children in the car, or there was a collision. You can also do jail time if you were ordered to put the ankle bracelet on and then you violated the terms of that ankle bracelet, meaning you had alcohol in your system. You can get the case put on calendar and a judge could take you into custody. But other than that, on a standard first-time DUI here in San Diego, 3 to 5 years probation, the 3 to 9 month class, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, possible volunteer work service, possible public work service, and then there's also the possibility of the ignition interlock device like we talked about, a SCRAM ankle bracelet, and you're also facing somewhere around a $2,000 fine. You can set up a payment plan. The courts can work out something $35 to $50 a month for a few years if you have trouble paying off that fine. Now, as far as your license is concerned, you're also going to have a license suspension. And in order for you to drive, you're going to have to get something called an SR22 supplemental insurance. You're going to have to get enrolled into that 3-month or 9-month program. And then you can get your restricted license, which would allow you to drive to and from work, to and from school, in the course of employment, or to and from any of your court-ordered programs. Your license would be restricted up to a year. The other option is you just put the interlock device on your vehicle and you will not have any restrictions and you'll be able to drive anywhere you want. I hope this helps. Always consult with an attorney before you make any decision on what you're going to do on your first time DUI. You might have a defense. You might be able to get your case reduced down to a wet reckless. My name is Dod. I'm a criminal defense attorney. I've been doing this since 2004. If you like this video, you can subscribe to our channel. You can hit that notification bell. You can also hit that like button. If you have any questions, go ahead and give us a call on the number below. Have a great day.